Here we go. Setting up. All right, there we go. Good morning. It is day 8. Amazing to realize that it is a week since I began this. Oh, good morning. Yay, so glad you're here. Good morning. All right. Whew. This is so great. I'm so grateful for you to be here. Thank you. And I think I'm just going to dive right in because with these short little windows, I'm learning how to bring some of this information in and the continued getting ourselves into that creative structure, like I talked about yesterday, if you were on the Zoom or watched the Zoom. So I'm going to bring in some simplicity for today, just a simple focus. At least I feel simple. So let me go ahead and begin with a screen share. And we can start with our heart coherence. And I think in the groups too, I will share more about heart coherence because the heart math has been such a huge influence for me and learning about myself and the power within me, my heart, my consciousness. And they also are part of what's called a global coherence initiative, where there's a little device, I'll have to bring it on tomorrow, a device that you can put on. It's like a training tool that can measure the coherence, your heart rate, and getting into that space of coherence. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll show you. But they also participate in that tool. There's an app that you run on your phone. And then there's people all over the world that tune in at specific times together in heart coherence, creating this field all throughout the field. I'll just say the field, because we've learned in time that all the scientists, the quantum scientists have found about the field that connects us all. And we as humans have these amazing inner technology, that's what I call it, within us to connect and to have an impact on the field. And love, getting into those higher emotions of gratitude and joy, brings such a beautiful impact. So with that being said, let's go ahead and begin with closing your eyes and putting your hand on your heart, or a couple fingers right there on right in front of your heart, just bringing your awareness, and start breathing with your heart in and out as though your heart is your lungs. And know that you are choosing to bring your awareness right into your heart and relax your body. Just feel it. Just drop your shoulders. Feel yourself sink a little more in your seat. And breathe. And on the next inhale, see your heart feeling. Let's do this. Feel that gratitude or joy, whatever comes up in your mind. Maybe it's a child. Maybe it's a grandchild. Some of us have grandchildren. Maybe it's a furry child. Maybe it's a parent, a grandparent, a friend, nature, something that sparks your heart and brings in that gratitude and appreciation, and breathe it in. And let it out. And on the next breath, you're going to bring in the energy from the earth up through your heart and the universe above. Bring it down into your heart and let it out. Pull it in both from below and above. Inhale in and exhale it out around you. Feeling that connection all around. Now with this next breath, inhale in. And you're going to send this connection to all your loved ones. See all the hearts light up. Sending it out. All this appreciation and joy, love, gratitude. Sending it out to each heart, all your loved ones. Breathe it back in. Just like the ocean, what you're sending out is coming back even stronger. Send it out and breathe it in. And on the next breath, expand it out to the entire world. Send it out. And let's just keep breathing with our hearts as we witness in our mind, seeing all the hearts, the billions of hearts lighting up. As we are sending this beautiful gratitude, I just got goosebumps, and joy, love, all around the world, heart to heart to heart. Every single heart is being touched. And just keep breathing as you witness. Some of the little hearts are a little dimmer. You're just breathing in, seeing on them, getting brighter. And realizing there's some hearts that are really in and feeling this and elevating and bringing up all the other hearts that are just joining in. They're a little dimmer, but they're all connected, just elevating up and feeling it. Okay, and now on the next breath in, inhale in, and we're going to send a big pulse out to the whole universe of great gratitude, like we're this huge beacon, huge pulse wave of energy going through the universe. Everything is touched with this frequency of gratitude and joy. Just breathe in and just marinate. I like that word, marinate. Just feel it all around, your connectedness to it all, your action creating this, your consciousness, your will, your choice. All right, and now on the next breath, start coming back into your heart, right down to the center. And say to yourself or out loud, thank you, dear heart. Your heart has intelligence. Your heart knows. So thank you, dear heart. Thank you. Okay, so now you can open your eyes, and I'm going to go to the next screen. And we've been talking about true choices and doing things just because you love it. And there's that difference that we've talked about when you make choices to fix something, to solve a problem in your life. There's such a different energy and frequency to choosing something you love and pouring all your energy into the creation of it instead of the destruction of something else. So I love these visuals. I love how things just come to me, when you're in a state, and you may have experienced this too, where all of a sudden the perfect messages and things start coming in. Well, these two came yesterday. And some of it came on Facebook and, these different places, but I loved it. I loved the visuals. And, the Rumi quote, feel yourself being quietly drawn by the deeper pull of what you truly love. And I find that to be in your heart. Your heart knows, your heart has that pull. And you may recognize what I'm talking about. And if not, that's okay. This is a learning too, because we have learned in our lives how we haven't really been taught from early on how to connect into our heart and listen and act on it. So that's what we're doing. And you may already know, maybe you've had that since you were born. You knew how to follow your heart, and that's beautiful. And we get to help share that with others, because I know that that's what's going to be happening in the coming years, is more people getting in touch with their heart, and we get to help share what we've been experiencing. So the visual on the right I love too, because when we do things from love, it's connected to our superconscious. That reference I've made about the sun above that iceberg, and bringing it, going up into it, choosing that truest choice and bringing it down into our self-conscious, our state, our waking state, and choosing from that place to create. And I love this visual. So I wanted to share that for today. And also this, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to copy the 5 steps to put in the 2 groups if you'd like to save it. This is great. And one thing I've loved about learning all about this process, I just find this to be so clear. So choosing a true goal, right? And feeling into it, creating that tension, meaning, you see that true goal, and it's that desire. There's that pull. It's out of love. You chose it out of love. So you have this pull, this desire. And then you feel into it. You feel all of it, all the senses, all of the what do you hear? What do you see? What do you feel? All the senses. Sometimes taste, like you might be eating food. It's a choice that you see this desired outcome in, and you be in it and feel it all. And then come to your current reality and just notice any differences, and notice any resistances that pop up. The resistances are, some of those parts of not feeling worthy, or doubt that you're capable of creating that. Whatever, there's just, and some of it can be very subtle. And then we recode those resistances, getting them they're parts of ourselves that are working against what we want to create, just because it was information, it was something learned to keep you safe. There's nothing wrong with any of that. There really was a purpose for it. And just recoding it and to bringing it into agreement, and knowing that it's safe to try this new way and be in agreement. You're not going to kill it off or, demolish it. It's a part of you. You're just getting it, what I call, in agreement. And then you listen and, feel into your desired result, and look at your current reality, and listen to what your first aligned action is. So I just wanted to go over that again, because these steps are I'm finding to be so great, so beneficial. And I put this river picture again because this is a symbol I really relate to. And because I know in my life, I've made that reference. Oh, I'm in an eddy. I'm swirling it again in one of my old patterns, my old, my avoidance, my unworthiness, where getting into that swirl where I want to do something. I keep saying I'll do it. I don't do it. There's that fear, it's that oscillation. And that's just a little example. You might recognize that in your own life, this oscillation that happens. And taking these aligned actions after going through these steps, you get into that flow of the river and start going and creating. And our truest essence as a human is being a creator. We create things, situation, images, art, music, all of it. And we are blessed with this consciousness to do it aligned and in love. We can choose to do it that way instead of a reaction and automatic responses and not truly creating what we love. So bringing that back, choosing, putting all your energy into choosing something because you love it. And I'm going to play the little grass because that to me is just a great symbol of something like just growing, and there's no resistance. It's just growing, going to the light. It's just doing it naturally. And I love that. I do. I just think that's a beautiful symbol with the water, the nourishment, and this visual on the right. Instead of focusing on all the problems to solve, turn into your creative essence, put it all in to what you desire to create. So one thing that comes up for me is you hear about those instances like a mother, if a child is trapped under something heavy and all of a sudden all their focus as a mama, all of the energy is focused in lifting and getting that heavy object off the child. And that is a focused energy. And it is creative because it's coming out of love, right? To save their child, right? But there's a focused energy. And I just wanted to bring that up as an example of focused energy. The same is also in some martial arts. And you can try this with someone else where you can put your hand up and point to a wall. Just generally point to this direction and have somebody, do that. Like you try to hold it up really strong and have somebody pull it down. And it's pretty easy to pull down. But when you look and point your finger and focus on a specific spot on the wall, you'll be amazed at how much stronger your arm is. And it's amazing your focus and pointing on a spot, how much stronger. It's just amazing. So maybe you can try that with somebody today just to see and feel it. It's quite amazing. Okay, so next, what I'd like to do is do an experience. I love the saying, up, down, inside out. And what I invite you today is to take that with you, going up into your superconscious, choosing, let's all choose a life I love. Today, we'll focus on choosing a life I love. And you may love so many aspects of your current life, and that's beautiful. And there may be more that you want to expand and create. Some of your heart's desires you want to just totally expand on. So that's the invitation today. And if you're here in Sandpoint, you may recognize that picture. This is part of a life I love, is living by this beautiful lake and nature. I find nature being such a beautiful aspect that touches my heart and lights it up. So I will put that out to you as well, as to go out into nature today in some fashion, even if it's on a park near you today, or even sitting out on a bench somewhere or out on your porch, anywhere, just to be outside and listen to birds and look at the sky, look at the buds starting to form here, spring in the Northern Hemisphere. And before we go, I want to invite you to, let's close our eyes and get into our heart. One more time, just breathe in and choose, make that conscious choice, choose to create the life I love, and just feel into that expansion, this desired result of a life I love. I choose a life I love. And as that expands, just see what else is popping up. Who else? Who's in it? What are you wearing? Maybe there's a breeze on your skin, or you feel the warmth of the sun. Maybe you're eating some really good, healthy food, either on your own, or maybe you're having a dinner or a meal with many or a few, whatever, what comes up in your heart. What do you hear? So, all of these feelings, all the sensory, the feelings, the thoughts, the emotions, the sounds, all of that is a language to your subconscious, your unconscious. And the more and more you feel into that, the more instructions you're putting into your unconscious. Your unconscious actually does not know when the experience is happening. Even if you're imagining it, feeling into it, it thinks it is now. It's an amazing thing to realize. So the more you do this, the more you feel into your choice, just because you love it and your feelings are so focused in that love, that innocence, like a child. You're doing it just because you love it. You want to. You're giving that subconscious part of you instructions that, if feeling into more, like training wheels, that it's getting more and more comfortable with this. And then when we come together for a recode or anything that pops up, we can do processes on it. But right now, this week, I invite you to take a moment every morning to feel into this. And we'll do this on these little videos. But I wanted to express this. Feel into it, and then come back to your current reality. And I invite you today to witness the things you love, the gratitude, maybe connections with others. With everything that's going on in the world, we can create our world from the inside out and create it in this place from love. And it's a proven scientific way, and may feel woo-woo, but it's so true. Okay. So with that, I'm going to stop the screen share and send you love and gratitude. Thank you so much for being here. And this has been so fun. And I have 2 more weeks to go. Thanks for joining in. And if you're just joining in, that's great. Yeah. And if anyone wants to share the YouTube video, I feel like let's create a big ripple. Let's create a big ripple and get people to learn this information and however they want to apply it. Okay. Much love to you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you. Thank you. All right.